Hey, what's going on, guys? So I want to talk about bulking right now. And what I want to talk about bulking is your diet. Or like your diet. What are you eating while you're bulking? It's a little cold in this car right now. Yeah, so what are you eating while you're bulking? So let's say you're like me and you've been eating probably like 1,000 calories a day, max. And you want to start bulking and stuff like that. Well, you don't want to jump up from 1,000 to like 3,000 calories. What you want to do is you want to slowly increase your calories, because what's going to happen is if you jump up too high too quick, your body's going to start getting used to whatever that new set amount of calories is per day, and it's going to expect that same amount of calories, and it's going to adapt to it and hold you at a whatever weight you get to, or your body decides to stop putting on extra weight. I don't know if I explained that good. So your body will adapt to the amount of calories and pretty much make that new set amount of calories that you've been eating your new baseline calorie intake per day, necessary to maintain or slightly gain weight. So if I go from 1,000 calories to like 5,000 calories, my body's gonna say, okay, well, 5,000, that's an insane jump. Let's say 3,000. That's still an insane jump, but let's say 3,000. Now my body after a while is gonna say, okay, 3,000 is our baseline, and that's what we're going to stay at now. And that's what we're gonna use, or we're gonna require that to maintain what we're at right now. So I can eat 3,000 calories for another month and won't gain a single pound of body weight. So what we want to do when we're bulking is slowly increase. So set it on, I don't know, let's say like 3 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks to a month. All right, 2 weeks to a month increments for increasing your calories. So let's say we start out, let's say right now I just do 1,000 calories a day. Let's say I jump it up to, let's say 1,500 calories, because to be honest, I do need to fix my diet back and get it back together to where I actually eat 3 meals a day. So it'll probably be more than 1,500 calories. So I will probably go to 2,000 calories. So I'll try to do 2,000 calories a day. If not, minimum will be 1,500 calories a day. So we'll do that, right? Just to get my body back used to eating and my digestive system back used to, digesting that much food. So, it's a whole game. So that's what we'll do. And then let's say a month from now, I'm like, okay, I've seen some consistent gain. See that bump? Anyways, I've seen some consistent gaining in weight. All right, let's go ahead and increase our calories by like an extra 250. Or maybe an extra 500 max, putting us at like, what I mean? So you want to slowly increase your calories over time, and you'll continue to gain weight, because then your body will get used to that set amount of calories, and then you increase a little bit. Now your body's like, oh, we got more calories now. So it'll help you keep steadily gaining weight. Now you'll most likely at a certain point, especially as a natural, you're going to hit a weight cap, where you're not going to get any heavier. No matter how much more you eat, your body just can't, unless you start getting fat. And we're not in the business of getting fat here. So whatever that highest amount of calories is, that's where you're at. And then me personally, that's when I say drop the calories a little bit, just to get your body back regulated and acclimated to the lower calorie count, and also gives your digestive system a little break from having to work and digest all that food all the time. Now, your diet is important. And when I say your diet, I'm talking about the contents of what you're eating. Don't always just sit and eat junk food. Don't always just eat burgers and greasy burgers and fries and pizza and just say, calories are calories. Because yes, calories are calories, but calories are not just calories. So, and this is, all right, so real quick. So the reason why I'm saying all this is because I've put on 20 pounds in 8 weeks, 9 weeks. And I was not fat in the slightest. I was lean, shredded. I felt big. But I only put on 20 pounds in that time period. And what I did to put on that 20 pounds to stay lean and to stay nice and buff, because I'm not in the business of bulking to an extreme degree to where I'm getting fat. And I guess I wouldn't say it's main gaining either, because I don't know, it might be. Nah, I don't think so, because I put on 20 pounds. So anyways, you need to diversify your food. I know there's a lot of people online right now who kind of just eat, oh man, look at how much protein I'm getting in this steak, or look how much protein in this chicken. Oh, I ate some rice, I ate some fucking oatmeal. Cool, like, yeah, you can eat that stuff, but also you got to eat other things as well. Now, it's important to eat other things, because look at your body like a car, right? So I'm driving my car right now, and there are necessary components to make the car run, and that's how your body is. So let's say you get a brand new car fresh out the factory, 0 miles on it, you know what I mean? It just simply, all the mechanics got built, or the mechanical parts of it got built, and that's it. Now you got the car. Well, cool, but your car's not going to run, because you still need essential components to make that car run, i.e., you do need gasoline, you do need engine oil, but that's not all you need, right? So if you just do gasoline and engine oil, okay, cool, maybe, the car will turn on and stuff like that, maybe, but now you got all these other host of problems that's going to occur because you're not putting the other proper things in there. So, like, for example, you're going to need some, like, radiator fluid. If you want that AC in that car, you're going to need to put the little Freon stuff in there. You need brake fluid. There's so much more that goes into it. And that's how your body is. So you can just give your body carbs and protein from eating rice and chicken, or rice and some kind of steak or something like that. But you still need other essential components for your body to properly function at its max capability. And so, just a little information of myself. So I was 155 pounds. And then at the beginning of this 9-week thing that I did. And then in those 9 weeks, what I did was I learned from my past on what I did and how I couldn't gain weight. And I adjusted some things for this time. And I put on 20 pounds in those 9 weeks. Obviously, I did 4 to 5 days of working out. I'm going to be honest, I barely did cardio. I just don't like cardio, but it's important for your heart and lungs. So I will say do cardio here and there. I just hate it, so. So I made sure my diet was right. Now, I'm not telling you I didn't eat no chips. I didn't eat candy. Look, I have a insane sweet tooth. I love candy, and I quite frankly eat candy too much. And I eat some snacks occasionally here and there, especially if I'm just craving something to chew on. I do that. But my main diet consisted of protein, and it wasn't just one individual protein. I would get some fish, because fish has some other side benefits to it. I would get some chicken, I would get some beef. It would be either ground beef or some sort of steak or something like that. I ate turkey here and there, but I'm not really turkey's alright. But so diversify your proteins, because it's not, when you're eating these meats, you're not just worried about the protein. There's other essential things inside of these foods that help your body flourish properly. Like, carbs are important, but you don't want to overeat carbs. Protein is important, but you don't want to overeat protein. You want sugars too. And I had a fruit every single day. My fruit of choice was mango, just because at the time mangoes was just hitting too different. So I got mangoes, and that was my fruit of choice. But everything plays a role in your body, and your body needs a lot of these things to properly function. So you need to make sure you're getting fruits and vegetables in your diet alongside your carbs and your proteins. And then you want to make sure you got a decent amount of vitamins. So don't just eat the same thing every single day. You want to have not different stuff every single day, because I know how the economy is right now and prices be jumping, especially if you're not big balling rich like I'm not. So it'd be a little bit, yeah, I mean, we got to bargain and you know, look for deals and cheap stuff. But you want to get a couple different variations of vegetables, get a couple different types of meats, and change up your carbs here and there, so that way you're not eating the same thing and get tired of eating. That's what I do, because I hate eating, and especially if I have to eat the same thing every single day, I'm just not gonna want to eat. I'm just not gonna eat. So, but that's how I put on 20 pounds, and it's very important that you kind of follow that regimen, because it isn't like this bulking thing is like, oh my goodness, this only works for a certain amount of people. This is kind of like a staple in how the human body works, right? If I deprive my body of essential vitamins, let's say I don't give my body any kind of like, we'll say vitamin C or D or whatever, you know, it's not going to be able to perform optimally, and then you'll start to become deficient in certain aspects, and it could lead to some sort of medical health problems later on down the road. So to avoid all of that, and to make sure that your muscles are growing optimally, make sure you work out, you're working out correctly, and you're not injuring yourself, but also you're properly dieting. You want to have so much different type of things in your food, or not in your food, but on your plate, not just the same 2-3 things every single day. So if you want to gain that weight, if you're trying to get big and shredded, that's what you want to do. So I'm about to go up inside of this store, grab me some onions, a couple other different type of vegetables, some meat and some stuff like that. So anyways, I'll probably make a video on the food that I'm cooking and show you guys exactly what I do. I try to make sure I'm getting a lot of different things in one particular meal, so that way I'm not eating for hours, but also I'm not eating like a bird. So hey, stay tuned to the channel if that's something that you're interested in. And yeah, that's it for me. Until next time.